What's going on, guys? Granpappy here. I know I'm not the only one that loves using this game for taking gorgeous screenshots. After 400 hours on the PlayStation, another 100 or so on a lower end PC, and over 500 with the PC that I've got now, I'm a little burnt out on actually playing the game, but for some reason I always keep coming back, and that reason is for just how beautiful it is and the amount of customization the game has with mods. You know, in real life I'm a part-time wedding photographer, so I love taking photos, but I always thought that weddings lacked a bit of, well, you know, dragons swooping down, raining fire on everything in their path. So to me, Skyrim is kind of almost like a virtual photo studio. You know, I'm always digging around on the internet trying to find new mods and new tools to, you know, to make Skyrim an even better game for taking screenshots. So in these next few episodes, I'm going to show you every single mod and resource that I've been able to dig up to make Skyrim your own virtual photo studio. So I know this is supposed to be a mod review video, but I'm gonna skip the mods right now and just show you console commands, because console commands are the single most important tool in taking screenshots, and I'm sure many of you already know most of the basics, but I'll do a quick rundown of each of the most important ones for those that don't. So the two most important commands are TFC and TFC1. TFC stands for Toggle Free Flying Camera, and it does exactly what it says. Just open the console, type TFC, close the console, and you will now be in control of a free flying camera. And the difference between TFC and TFC1 is TFC allows you to fly around while the world still moves around you, and TFC1, if I can spell it right, freezes everything around you, so you can move the camera around at one particular point in time. Really good for taking action shots. The next command is SUCSM, which stands for Set UFO Camera Speed Multiplier. This command, when you follow it by a number, 10 being the default, if you go lower than 10, it slows down the camera speed, and if you go higher than 10, it speeds it up. So if we go, we'll set it to 1, and then toggle free flying camera, we'll see the camera moves a lot slower. And if we set it higher than 10, say 50, we move really fucking fast. So set it back to the default. So next is FOV, which stands for field of view. The default on this is 75. I like to use 30 for doing close-up shots, and FOV 90 for doing landscape shots, because it just shows a lot more. If you go higher than 90, things kind of start to get a little wonky around the edges of the screen. As you can see, it just really stretches everything, and it can be used for some cool effects, but I usually don't go higher than 90. You can just type in FOV with no number after it to set it back to the default. TCAI stands for Toggle Combat Artificial Intelligence. Really useful for setting up scenes with a lot of enemies. When you type this in, the command toggles all enemy combat AI off, so you won't get attacked. And then just type it again to turn it back on. And TAI is really useful when you're targeting somebody. I'll show you in a sec. Sorry, some of these guys are naked for some reason. Alright, so we target this guy, and you can see he's standing, breathing, moving a little bit. So we'll toggle him, type TAI, and he'll be frozen right where he is. And this is really handy when you're setting up a scene, and you know, you've got the NPC in the perfect position you want, and you know, but maybe for some reason he keeps moving or he keeps getting screwed up. Just freeze him with TAI and go about the rest of your scene, and you won't have to worry about him. And just type TAI with him selected again, and he'll disappear. Look at that. That happens sometimes. If you have him frozen and he takes damage from, you know, from wherever too, it won't look like he's getting hit because he'll be frozen. But when you toggle his AI back on, he'll take that damage. And if he's not an essential NPC, he'll just be dead. The next useful command for taking action shots is SGTM, which stands for Set Global Time Multiplier. This command adjusts the speed of the world around you, the default being 1. Anything slower makes everything slow motion, everything faster speeds everything up. And I use it for battle scenes when you want to slow down action and get the perfect shot. So we'll go down to, I don't know, we'll go down to half speed and I'll show you. Everything just moves slower, and even slower than that. Really super slow now. So you get him in just the right position, freeze it, and you can get some nice action shots with that. Another time related command is set time scale to, and you won't be able to see much of a difference inside, so we'll go outside here real quick. Let's just go to Riften. Alright, so here we are in Riften, so I'll show you this command outside. So it's set time scale to, and the default for this is 20. And this command adjusts the speed of the passage of time. It doesn't slow down or speed things up like SGTM does, rather it just makes the day-night cycle faster. It's really useful when you want to change the time of day but there's an enemy nearby. So I'll just set it really high to show you. Extreme. Here we have time going by really fast. We'll set it back to the default, 20. The next command that's really useful in helping set up shots with a lot of NPCs is TC. And what you do with this command is go up to any NPC you want to control, click on them, make sure they're highlighted in the console here, type TC, which stands for toggle controls, and now you control Brynjolf, or I control Brynjolf, and I can move him around just like I'm playing him. And it's really helpful when you're trying to get an NPC in the right spot. Although your character does move too, so if you're moving an NPC really far distance, sometimes you can lose your character, but just type TC again, and you'll be returned to your character. And the NPC will be in the spot that you left him. If he does start moving back to where you put him, just hit TAI, and he'll be frozen there. Probably the most helpful command would be the help command. You use it when you need an ID for an NPC or an item that you want to spawn around you or into your inventory. Just type help followed by the word of the thing that you want, and for instance, I want to spawn a dragon. Actually, I want to spawn a legendary dragon. So if you want to search for something that's got more than one word, just search it with the quotation marks. And you see here we have the NPC legendary dragons pop up, and the number right here is their base ID. So now that we have that, you can use the place at me command, and so for that we type in player.placeAtMe followed by the ID of whatever you want to place at you, which for me that'd be a legendary dragon. So hit enter, and now we have a legendary dragon. Neat. If you want to add items to your inventory, just use help, and let's say I want to add an iron dagger. So we'll search for iron dagger, and then we'll use the player.addItem command, and the ID for a basic iron dagger is 1397E. So put in the ID and then the quantity of the item that you want, and I just want 1. So hit enter, you'll see iron dagger added up here. Go into my inventory, and there's an iron dagger. So you can use this for adding any item to the game that you want. Another useful command for setting up NPCs for a shot and getting them to wear the right outfit that you want, or maybe removing an item, is the INV command. So just click on the NPC, type in INV, which is short for inventory, and their inventory will come up, and say I want to see his face, so I want him to take his helmet off. Well, I can't get into his inventory like I would with a follower since he's not one. So we use the inventory command, and you'll see right here, helmet, his helmet will come up with the ID. So we take that, type remove item, then the item's ID, which is 21622, followed by the quantity, and he just has 1. And his helmet will be gone. That is a hell of a beard you got there, buddy. And if you want him to equip an item, you use the equip command. So I'll just put the helmet back on him. So just use equip item 21622, and you don't need a quantity for this. And his helmet is back on now. So another command you should use when you're setting up shots is TGM, which stands for toggle god mode, and it's really handy when you're setting up a large scene, because it's really annoying when you've got, you know, the entire scene set up, you're about to take the shot, you toggle combat AI back on, and a stray arrow sends all your hard work to shit. So just use TGM and never worry about being killed. Another really handy command is the kill all command. So say you're going through like a Nordic dungeon and you're really sick of dealing with all the Draugr and you just want to get to a certain point. That's when you use the kill all command. So open up the console, just type kill all, hit enter, you'll hear some nice noises, and every enemy in the current cell that you're in will drop dead. Really handy. Also really cool for setting up maybe like a post-battle scene with dead bodies strewn everywhere, except there will be a lack of blood unless you want to actually go around and start smacking everybody up. Another really handy command is COC, Center on Cell. It's like a fast travel anytime, anywhere command. You just have to know the name of the place that you're going. So help comes in handy here. Say I want to go back to my Nightblade Sanctuary here. Type help Sanctuary and cycle through all this stuff. Page up and page down are the buttons that you use to go up and down here. So cells, these right here, everything with the tag cell is a place that you can you know, teleport yourself to. So I want to go to the High Rock Sanctuary. So you just type in COC and just type it in exactly as it is here. High Rock Sanctuary with no spaces. Hit enter and we will be on our way. Alright, so now that I'm at the location I want to be, I still, you know, don't want to waste time, you know, running up the stairs and going all the way there just to get my character to go up onto the balcony. So good command for getting up there without using stairs or anything is TCL, which is toggle clipping. That just allows you to run anywhere you want, up in the air, through things, through people. Your character can't run into anything, he just runs through. Really handy for getting to hard to reach places. Now when you have your scene set up and you want to take the shot, there's a really cool mod for getting rid of the heads-up display. It's called Immersive Heads-Up Display. You just hit the X key or whatever key you chose to toggle your heads-up display on and off, and that's handy. But as you'll see, if you've got any enemies in the area, their health bar and their name will not go away. So the command that you use to get rid of everything is TM, which is toggle menus, and when you hit enter, you'll see that not just the heads-up display and the health bar go away, but the console goes away too. It doesn't close the console, it just makes it so you can't see it. So, you know, WASD, you won't be moving around. Then we hit the tilde key, close the console, and now it's closed. It can get a little confusing at times, but it's still really handy. Just make sure you've got the console open, type TM again, hit enter, and it'll bring it all back. So the last command I'm going to show you is the resurrect command, and this command is really helpful if you've spawned a bunch of NPCs and one of them accidentally dies. So you got your dead NPC and you want him to come back to life. Just click on him in the console, type resurrect, and he'll be brought back to life. Keep in mind though, God, fucking naked guys. If you use the equip item command, and I'll just put something on me real quick. if you've used the equip item command on somebody to put like a custom outfit on them and then they die, if you use the resurrect command and bring them back, they will revert back to their default outfit. So that can be pretty annoying if you've got a bunch of NPCs decked out in custom shit and then they die and you have to bring them back, but it's still a useful command. And those are all the basic console commands for taking screenshots, and this video got a little longer than I anticipated, but hopefully at least one of you learned something. But to make this an actual mod review video, I'm going to show you a really handy mod real quick. That's called Blitz Console Command that you can find on the Nexus. There are two versions of it. There's one that adds the commands to your help menu, and there's one that adds it to the MCM if you've got SkyUI and SKSE. I downloaded them both so I could show you, but I think the help one overwrote the MCM one, so I'll just show you the help one really quick. It's just come into help, click on that, and there's a nice long list of all the console commands in the game, which is really good if you don't feel like memorizing them all. So next episode I'll actually get more into the mods, and I'll be showing you my two favorite mods for screenshots, which are Puppeteer Master and Director's Tools. So thanks for watching.